How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today we're taking a look at Zenmate, one of the more popular VPNs out there. I'll kind of talk about the features and what it offers, where it excels, and where it may be a little bit lacking. I'll also talk about other VPNs at the end of the video, as they may fit your needs a little bit more depending on what you're looking for. So before we begin, if at any point you guys would like to check for links to pricing and discounts, you'll find everything you need in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to learn more about any VPNs mentioned today. So this is Zenmate, and it is as identical as it gets to CyberGhost. It's the same UI. There's absolutely nothing different about the UI. Which is a little bit weird. I mean, you'd think they'd give it a little bit of more, something unique to Zenmate, but yeah, it is owned by the same company at the end of the day, Cape Technologies. So I guess that is the explanation. And just like CyberGhost, you cannot turn off the automatic kill switch. So if the VPN disconnects unexpectedly, it will disconnect your internet. Now, this is a useful security feature, and any VPN, any reliable VPN should have this feature in order to prevent leaks. But you should at least have the option to turn it off, which you don't. And of course, this is the UI, as you can tell. You get your 79 countries. Here are all the servers. You get specialty servers for torrenting and specialty servers for streaming, which I did try out, by the way. And while connected to the US Netflix optimized server, I was able to unblock HBO, Hulu, and Netflix. Netflix US specifically, which is pretty impressive, for such a small and cheap VPN. And I am using the free trial, by the way. You just give them your email and you'll be able to get yourself a 7-day free trial, and you get access to the full service. No bandwidth limits, no server limits, nothing like that. And with regards to features, you don't really get anything besides the kill switch, really. And if you go to connections, all you do get is just obviously DNS leak protection, which is, in every reliable VPN, really. And with regards to protocols, all you're going to be getting is OpenVPN, both UDP and TCP, and IKEv2. So yeah, I went ahead and chose IKEv2 just because it is generally faster. And with torrenting and streaming, just like CyberGhost, you can go ahead and, for example, just look up Netflix and you'll get all of the Netflix optimized servers, which is a pretty neat feature. Admittedly, you don't really see it in any other VPNs where you can just look up the streaming services that you're trying to unblock, which is cool. So you can just look up Amazon. Well, not in this case, it seems like. Okay, so I have to go to streaming, not all servers. It should show up in all servers. That's a little bit weird. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so if I put the N, okay, so it does work. A little bit weird there. Anyways, so yeah, pretty simple VPN. I tested the speeds here, and as you can tell, my download speed, this is the speed without using Zenmate. 5.70, not impressive whatsoever. And so I cannot really afford to lose any more speed. When using a VPN, I want it to be as close to my base speed as possible. That's what constitutes a quick VPN. And so when I connected to the Los Angeles server here, I got 4.44 megabits per second on the download speed. Lost 50% of my upload speed, which is huge, really. But I'll forgive it for the distance. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the closer servers here, such as Italy and France. But with regards to the download speed, not bad at all. I would prefer speed drops around perhaps between 5, 8, 10, and 15%. This is about a 22 to 25% drop in speed. So yeah, definitely, it's just average, really. It's not fast, it's not slow, definitely not slow, but it is just about the average. And when I connected to the Paris server here, still about a 25% download drop in speed. And the upload speed was much better, of course, because I'm much closer to France. And then when I connected to Italy here. Again, a 4.60 here, about a 20% drop. We're not getting less than 20%, it seems. Yeah, that's about the average. And when I connected to Japan, well, I lost both upload and download speed, which is understandable, of course. At the end of the day, this is quite the average VPN. It's not really Express, for example, or Nord, which I'll be talking about at the end of the video, by the way. So stay tuned if you're interested in something perhaps that could fit your needs a little bit better. But the VPN overall is very easy to use. And with regards to the privacy policy, it seems like they do collect quite a bit of information. They don't really say that they don't collect anything. They do state that it's a secure VPN overall, it seems like. But while it may call itself a zero logs policy, this is definitely not zero logs. They do collect some non-personal and personal data, and the non-personal data includes IP addresses, so I'm not exactly sure how that's described as non-personal, as well as the internet service providers of the accessing system, and other similar data and information that may be used in the event of attacks on our information technology systems, which is kind of understandable, but of course the wording used here is vague enough for them to really collect anything on their users, and there's really no way for you to know what they're collecting and they're not collecting. And this is the kind of vague language that I typically don't really like to see in privacy policy, although they do provide plenty of information. I don't really like the vague language used here. But with regards to the technical security overall, the Windows app uses the OpenVPN encryption protocol by default. IKEv2, of course, will be the faster option. The Android and macOS apps use OpenVPN, while the iOS uses IKEv2. When using OpenVPN, the data channel is secured using the AES 256 CBC cipher with SHA 256 hash authentication, which is really just the standard, really. It is pretty secure with an RSA 4096 keys. This is great encryption, really. It's a very strong setup. Zenmate uses also 100% bare metal servers, which is great news for privacy. And overall, it is pretty secure. But I have seen some reports of WebRTC leaks on Windows. But on a final note, Zenmate is an easy-to-use, cheap VPN service that does what it says on the tin. It is especially good for larger families or users with many devices, as one account allows users an unlimited number of simultaneous connections. The service is also great at unblocking many of the most popular streaming services worldwide, which is pretty impressive, and offers good speeds, although quite average and at times below average. As such, I think it delivers great value for the money for the more casual VPN user who isn't necessarily in need of a ton of features, or perhaps the tip top of independently audited privacy policies. However, if that's what you're looking for and you want the best VPNs you can get, even for the price, because, again, the price here is, it's not exactly the cheapest, okay? It is pretty cheap, but what if you can get something a whole lot better for the price, and you'll be getting more features, and overall just a bigger bang for the buck. This is where, for example, a VPN like Surfshark will come in handy. You also have ExpressVPN and NordVPN, all of which are just superb VPNs, by the way. These VPNs really are some of the best VPNs in the industry. And of course, with regards to privacy policy, they're all independently audited, which means there's evidence that they do have a true no-logs policy rather than just claims in vague language. So you've got ExpressVPN with over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, which is huge. It, of course, has the basic features of network lock, which is a kill switch and split tunneling, and a handful of protocols. It's super easy to use, very, very quick. one of the most secure VPNs you can find out there, and particularly reliable when it comes to unblocking streaming services. Most of the servers, if not all of them, are optimized for whatever it is that you're looking to do, be it torrenting or streaming or whatever it is. So you don't really have to select specific servers in order to make something or to unblock a certain geo restriction. ExpressVPN will allow you to secure up to 5 simultaneous connections. And of course, it is a premium service that comes with a premium price. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more budget friendly, then NordVPN will definitely be the one. It allows for up to 6 simultaneous connections per subscription. And while it may have 34 less countries than ExpressVPN, at 60 countries, it does make up for it with plenty of servers. So you've got over 5,200 servers in NordVPN. You get extra features, of course, such as specialty servers. You get an ad blocker, the powerful NordLynx protocol, not only a conventional kill switch, but also an app kill switch, which will close selected apps when you disconnect from the VPN or the connection drops unexpectedly, rather than closing your entire connection. You get split tunneling, an easy way to change your custom DNS, as well as obfuscated servers if you're in a censorship-heavy country. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that, but Zenmate does not work in China or censorship-heavy countries, whereas all these VPNs do. Now, of course, if you're looking for something that's similar in budget to Zenmate, Surfshark will definitely be the one. But unlike Zenmate, you're not only getting a kill switch, you're also getting specialty servers such as multi-hop and static IP. Multi-hop, of course, is the same as double VPN, which will route your connection to 2 servers for extra security rather than 1. Surfshark is significantly faster than Zenmate, at least 10% faster. And of course, you get plenty of features such as split tunneling, the kill switch, and ad blocker, as well as a handful of protocols, including the powerful WireGuard protocol and shadow socks, which will help you reach banned websites if you're in a censorship-heavy country. But be wary, this will only secure your browser traffic. And of course, no borders mode. If you're in a censorship-heavy country, it'll help you bypass the Great Firewall of China, for example, if you're in China. And of course, you've got over 3,200 servers in 65 countries. Surfshark works particularly well with Netflix and just overall streaming services. Using Netflix as a reference, ExpressVPN is able to unblock up to 18 Netflix libraries, 10 with Nord and 15 with Surfshark. And Surfshark will also allow you to secure an unlimited number of devices just like Zenmate, but you're getting much more value here, a bigger bang for the buck. So that would just be my personal recommendation. If you're looking into Zenmate, you're perhaps looking for a budget VPN, and I'd just recommend going with Surfshark. Really just one of the best VPNs in the business today. If you're looking for something that's, a little bit better, a little bit more consistent, more servers, more features and whatnot, you can definitely go with NordVPN. My personal choice would definitely be ExpressVPN. So again, if you guys are interested in learning more about these VPNs, you'll find reviews in the description down below, as well as links to special deals and discounts. So feel free to use these discounts while they last. And by the way, all of these VPNs, including Zenmate, do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so no worries there, as well as a live chat support. So you'll be able to ask for a refund through the live chat support. Just go to the website, hover over the bottom right, and you'll be able to speak with a live agent, and they'll be able to process whatever problem you have. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.